Titan's Head here, back to do another video review. This time going to be reviewing Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed. My voice just doesn't want to work right tonight. I keep saying the wrong thing. But yes, this is Kamen Rider Drive Type Speed. His first form in Kamen Rider Drive. I really like the design of this figure. If there's one thing I like more than, orange with black, it's red with black. So, yeah. This is the Bandai budget gimmick line for Drive. It's not a part of their figure arts line where everything's like superposable. And to tell you the truth, even after Gaim, I still prefer this these budget figures over those figure arts right now. There's one or two figure arts I may want to pick up, both Drive and Gaim or one, but to get every version gets a little expensive. But, I kind of prefer the budget guys. They're cheaper, they're a little bit more durable. They may not be the most well painted or designed, but I do like them. Now, Drive's design is not too bad. Obviously the tire sash here is a little weird. His articulation is a little bit more hindered, unlike Gaim, namely because of the shoulder pads here. And you don't have to worry about his neck popping off as much. He does have waist articulation, surprise, and universal leg joints. A little more than 90 degrees on the knee bend, I guess. A little more than 90 degrees. Ankles are on a little limited ball joint, but it's there. He does also have the two fingers fused together hands. They're not too bad. They have their limitations with certain tire cocons, but I'll get into that in later reviews. Now, this one, Drive, in this packaging, also came with a second tire cocon, so you have something to do. You rip him in half, ow, take that tire off, and put on Max Flare. And when you're putting these on, do note you want to keep the screw holes on facing down, otherwise it won't fit on. And then you can reattach the other half of Drive, and you have Kamen Rider Drive with Max Flare. And basically this gives him fire powers. I kind of wish this mine spun a little more freely. I've seen videos of guys who can get these things to spin as freely as possible, and some that are even more tighter than mine, so your mileage may vary. Now, my only problem with at least the budget line, and this was actually solved with a part from a special Tamashii online exclusive, or is it Tamashii or was it Bandai? I guess it was Bandai exclusive. I'm getting my special online order things mixed up, but basically it was a web exclusive where it also came with Dimensional Taxi. And basically, one of the reasons I wish I could get my hands on this is because without a tire cocon, he looks weird. I mean, from a right angle, it's kind of okay, but man, he looks funky without a tire cocon of some kind on. So that's what you get in the Kamen Rider Drive TK Tire Cocon 01. You get this, and you get Max Flare. And yeah, you can put the little flares down. I choose to keep them out because for me they're a pain in the butt to get out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure. Now the only thing I will state is, if you want his sword and gun, you're gonna have to buy Technique and Wild. Type Technique and Type Wild, because, Bandai is smarter. Rather than giving you all the parts at once, they decided you want to get the gun or sword for this guy, you gotta buy the other two first. So, somewhat smart on Bandai's side. A little devious in my opinion, but pretty smart. But other than that, I think this is a great figure. Like I said, I do prefer these over the figure arts just because they're a little easier to get, they're not as expensive, And for the most part, there's not as many small little parts that can fall off and be lost forever. So, yeah. One other thing I should show you. His backside is designed to look like the bottom of a car. Look like the undercarriage. I find that very amusing. I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah. Until next time, this is Titan Zed with Kamen Rider Drive, saying I'll see ya when I see ya.